They tell me that in Jerusalem, Mary's son, the rabbi, was arrested in a garden where we often went to pray. He came to my wedding and turned the empty vats into vats full of good wine. I remember him as a pleasant man who seemed about to do great things.
The one who healed my master's son was tried late one night by the Sanhedrin because they feared him greatly. He did a great service to this family. To be able to see that boy grow strong, it was with but a word from Jesus that brought him from his dying. They may not tell the child of this viciousness in Jerusalem. Children often find it difficult to understand such things.
We wanted to crown him king that day when he fed us all with one small lunch. And now they say he's crucified beneath a wooden banner that calls him King of the Jews. Well, if he had let us crown him king, he never would have suffered so. Perhaps the kingdom he chose has its crown beyond the cross. It hurts to think the hands they pierced had held so small a lunch and offered praise to God for every crumb.
There was a storm at sea, and when my boys came in, they had only words of praise to Jesus who came to them on the water. I stood with Mary at the foot of a cross that bore her son, the great teacher of my sons. It began at 9 that awesome Friday morning. We waited for almost 3 hours. Then from the cross, Jesus called down to his mother, "Behold thy son," and to my son John, "Behold thy mother."
He touched my eyes with clay, sent me to wash in the pool at Siloam. And in obedience to him, I saw. With the eyes that he had healed, I saw him hanging, bleeding, dying on a cross. Oh, that I might give back my sight to save him from his pain. In the darkness, he writhed and cried out, "It is finished."
I heard him call my brother Lazarus from the tomb when I knew him to be dead. 4 days in the grave. I was there. I knew him to be the Christ. Surely death could not claim him. And yet, I sat at the foot of the cross and I watched him die. And I saw the soldier thrust his spear through his side.
He asked me to be one of his disciples. I saw him turn water into wine, feed the multitudes, heal the sick. He even raised some from the dead. I walked on water to him. I denied that I knew him. Then I saw him die on the cross. They laid him in a borrowed tomb, rolled the stone in its place, and secured it with a Roman guard. But on the first day of the week, before early dawn, the women came to the tomb with spices they had prepared. And they saw that the stone was rolled away. And when they went into the tomb, they could not find the body of our Lord Jesus. And they said that 2 men stood before them in dazzling clothes. And the women were afraid, and they bowed their heads. And the men said to them, "Why do you seek the living one among the dead? He is not here. He is risen. He is risen. He is risen. He is risen.